3, 2, 1, click. Welcome back to Code Geass, the Lelouch of the Rebellion. We're on episode 20, season 1, and we have a guest hostage, a star with us.
Hi. I voluntarily came here for this.
Come on, Shiroi, the gun is not too much pressed on your skin. Come on.
All right, Shiroi. Let me introduce you. All right, Shiroi. Let me introduce you to this thing. Basically, the Britannians, aka or British, if you prefer, are fighting the Japanese because reasons. This is our protagonist, played by John Young Bosch, aka Zero, that one on the screen. Oh yeah, and hold on, let me.
These are his people, the Black Knight.
Yeah, these are the Black Knights, which are his gang of criminals / terrorists / whatever. Oh, and this bitch here, she's Miss Fan Service. Okay, the show wants you to believe that she's an actual person called Callan. That's not what she is. The entire purpose of her character is for blatant, disturbing fan service to show off her boobs.
If you ask me, from what I've seen so far, it's not even particularly good one.
Just to give you an idea, Shiroi. Yes, in the previous episode we were stuck on a desert island, and the very moment that happens, the animators took advantage of that to have her take a bath on a waterfall completely naked, and we even see full cleavage, and for like a couple seconds.
I would say even more. Remember, there's a scene where she dodge roll and complete with nipples and everything.
Not just that, ass shots, boob shots, and
yeah, I forgot. Has there been a panty shot in one of the previous episodes? I don't remember.
Tell. We've had boob shots, full cleavage boob shot. At this point,
Pedro,
what else?
Fan service in anime is an art, okay? But it needs to be particular steps, and panty shot is one of them, actually.
And it needs to be respected.
Again, like I keep saying, porn is a Google search away. Why the sequential art?
To be fair, this anime was made in 2006. It was brought in 2006 when the internet was not on that crazy, especially on streaming services. So
I don't know what kind of internet you had back in 2006 too, but I had plenty of internet porn at my disposal back in 2006. So sorry.
Not
Anyway,
as
the
powerful.
episode is called The Battle for Kyūshū.
Porn is everywhere on the internet. You just need to know how to look. Also, clouds. Is this the opening of the happening?
It's Captain Scarlet, the going up to Cloud Base.
Ton.
In fact, can we do Captain Scarlet instead?
No.
But why?
Oh, highlight. Basically, Shiri, the best character in the entire show so far is the one voiced by Liam O'Brien, because he doesn't give a shit.
Well, that and the scientist played by Laura Bailey as well. She's also kind of pretty much the same thing.
There's basically two characters with the same identical modus operandi.
All right, Shiroi. This anime might just be the biggest waste of talented English voice actors of all time.
Think of Lightning
and
Returns.
apparently, hang on, sorry. Suzaku's apparently wanted to quit being a knight after like one day.
Isn't he under arrest? Well,
No, he's resigning because he didn't. Because he failed to protect.
Yeah, but at the end of the previous episode, he was arrested for the acts that he did, and he doesn't know that he was Geass. Because he killed his father. Okay. Basically, Shiro, this anime is one of those that has a gajillion characters and asks you to pay attention to every one of them. The problem is that it does a terrible job actually highlighting each of them. The one that's probably the best elaborate is the protagonist, Lelouch himself, and even then, it's kind of a waste.
99% of the characters of this show are idiots.
Mm-hmm.
99%.
And this is meant to be a show that's just about, thinking and strategy and smart.
For the record,
right now, like in the previous episode, a Chinese force started an offensive advance against the Britannian Empire, so we're probably striking again. Go ahead, Pedro.
So you just sure that pink-haired little princess there earlier, that's the princess of Britannia, is it? Yeah.
One of them.
Remember, all the generals and people in command are all part of a royal Britannian family.
This bitch here. Here's an interesting thing, Shioi. She has less personality than Princess Peach. Yeah.
Her voice
I went there.
Huh.
Arguably, Princess Peach also has built personality over the years. She didn't. Euphemia didn't.
I don't even have to bring up Super Mario Odyssey. At the beginning of Super Mario 3D World, she's the first one to jump into the pipe to save this princess.
If you wanna go by that, let's just even go to the RPGs, for example.
Well, that too.
Where'd you go to? Wait, how old
the thing is, too.
I forgot to mention.
Now we're back to school.
One of the previous episodes. This girl. Look at this girl with the green hair. In one of the previous episodes, there was quite an entire long scene where she jacked off to a photo of a princess, pink-haired princess.
On a table.
I wish I was joking.
Yeah. She was rubbing herself on the edge of a table.
Like, this anime is so desperate, I guess. Then that's also another thing. Every time we cut away to this school, there's supposed to be other subplots because, these other characters are supposed to be important because we go to school with the main characters. But the problem is that none of them is as particular relevance aside maybe from this Irish girl.
Because he sounds like him.
She found the letter, I forgot.
How can Lelouch be Zero? He sounds like him. He's as tall as him.
Yeah, basically, Lelouch uses basically a mask to this guy's identity, but the problem is that his voice remains practically the same, just with a slightly minor filter.
It's like going back to you saying...
It's the Clark Kent with glasses effect.
Where's the freaking Superman?
Alright, Shiro, allow me to go through the list of all the actors that are absolutely phenomenally wasted in this.
Oh, yeah, think of Lightning Returns, but imagine if any of the minor NPCs, but the voice actually was supposed to be important.
Okay.
Here we have Yuri Lowenthal, Laura Bailey, Liam O'Brien, Kate Higgins, I think.
Young Bosch.
Yeah.
John Young Bosch, Jason Pierce,
Matthew Mercer,
Steve Blum. Is
Clancy Brown in this? No, Clancy Brown's not an anime guy.
Did they just kidnap all these actors?
I think I remember this music. It's public domain soundtrack from composition. I think it's Wagner. Oh.
The only reason Troy Baker is not here is because he didn't have a career as of yet.
I mean, check 2006 what he was doing.
It was Tales of Vesperia was his first big role too.
And that was 2008, right?
And so basically, Suzaku was her hand-picked royal knight, but he quit after like 2 days because
he sucks at his job. Basically, Shiroi, a recurring theme of his anime is that major characters are idiots. He's using the Donkey Kong Country cartoon logic that in order for the plot to actually progress and have situation actually not be unbalanced by having a faction clearly winning over the other, the winning faction will do something really stupid that will let the other take advantage. Continue like this for at least so far.
An entire season.
Like
2 seasons.
Yeah,
in fact, 3 seasons soon.
Season 2 is not doing much better. I can.
Wait. I got it. So they're trying to make Tokyo an independent nation.
Of course.
Is Tokyo even big enough to support being a nation?
Alright. Anime-wise, Troy Baker around these years was doing Desert Punk, Nejima, Basilisk, Trinity Blood, Moonphase, Ergo Proxy, and Black Cat. While video game-wise, he was doing Eon Flux, Trauma Center, New Blood, and it was in Metroid Prime 3?
Apparently.
Wow. What?
Yeah, she still has the hots for her.
Of course.
I'm sorry, as much as I have respect for Yuri, this is not a case where I will go, oh no, this is important.
Yeah, she's been she's being arrested for being an over-obsessive fangirl.
Oh my god, the anime is actually doing something right, stopping a stalker before it goes too wild.
She's gonna order it to be released, but she's a crazy, obsessed lesbian fangirl.
Oh my god,
yeah.
that's a recycled animation from before.
Oh yeah,
Heard that.
basically, that dress she wears always looks like something's about to eat her.
Yeah, she has like a Venus flytrap on her back.
Yeah. Another thing you'll notice that I pointed out in the previous episode is that the character design in this show is incredibly lazy.
Yeah, you may be familiar, Shiro. These characters were designed by Clamps.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Every
Yeah.
single male has the exact same body structure, just altered slightly, and every single female has the exact same body structure, just altered slightly. That's basically it. There's no short people or tall people in this anime. Everybody's of the same height. Everybody's the same facial structure.
Actually, there are differences in height, but that's like the only difference other than like hair length and hair color.
Anyway, the Lancelot, the new and improved with the new add-on, is about to be released on the poor Chinese souls. Oh, Suzaku, you're such an idiot.
This guy is the one played by Yuri Lowenthal.
Boospad. That's also another shame, Shiro. This anime has mecha fighting and it's completely wasted. It's a shame because I kind of like the mecha design for this. It's not super spectacular, but it's still okay too.
Yeah, I think.
Obviously, they were using a couple of the Super Robot Wars games.
Yeah, I think even Little Barrel's Experience had better designs than this, honestly.
Well, that's like, Pedro, that's using an obvious example.
Not really, too. That franchise is not at all popular, especially nowadays.
No, but it's something that you're more familiar with.
Okay, fine. Gundam.
Yeah. Or Mazinger Z. There you go.
Yeah, this is the big problem here, Shiro. The characters, the scientists played by Laura Bailey and Liam O'Brien are the only characters in this show that have any sort of passion to them. Everybody else is just bland and just says everything straight.
Even when they sound with conviction, it seems like they're not believing in what we say.
I see what you mean about the pacing, because there's a lot going on, but there's nothing connecting any of this shit.
Oh, trust me, Shiro. If you've seen any of the earlier episodes in this season, trust me, like this is masterful pacing compared to what we had previously, and to what we'll see in season 2.
It's almost like we're watching like a compilation video or something.
Oh, the fangirls now with Yuffie, this can only go well.
Well, I'm sorry, Yuffie. If this escalates badly for you...
It's your own fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your fault. Yeah. Moral of the story: don't meet your heroes.
Fangirl needs to learn her lesson.
Yes.
Wow, I can't believe the
Crawling
character.
in my skin, these wounds they will not heal.
Debatable.
I'm not condoning this shipping. It's wrong.
Well, no, don't worry, Teo. We all the writers are gonna ship Princessy here with somebody else anyway. So
How is it possible that thousands of crack ships are better constructed than this one? Also, this voice acting is so unfit.
Because
Sure.
that's not the right word again. You're glad you've
Come on, friend zoner, please.
Is this what's supposed to pass as character
You're a
development?
good friend.
It's kind of like, but yeah, like what I was saying, like it's all about the thing, Teo. It's kind of like how in the Star Wars prequels, we have the Emperor, who's like the only character who has any sort, especially in Revenge of the Sith, like he's the only one who has some kind of passion in what he says. He laughs maniacally and all that shit. Like everybody else is just, I'm here and I'm a character. Can't you see?
I don't know. At least
Maybe Obi-Wan. Maybe.
Yeah, Obi-Wan is a bit better than usual, but still not as good as it should be.
I mean,
honestly.
it's Ewan McGregor. At least I will.
Oh yeah. I love you, McGregor.
I can at least follow the
Oh
plot
no,
there
Liam is
better than I can
upset.
this.
True, I'll give you that one.
Also, that new add-on was for naught.
Yes, we'll kill you swiftly. Oh shit!
Back to the rice farms with you. Sure.
Hmm?
Oh god. Basically, Suzaku goes blue screen of death every time he has to interact with you, even though they're supposed to love with each other.
Teo, we're not supposed to discuss that yet.
I demand that you love me.
Someone was paid to write that line.
I demand that you love me.
I should write shitty screenplays.
And by the way, that's not a dub exclusive line. The subtitles I have on have the
I'm actually imagining that in the original dub it was even worse.
The subtitles I have on are coded to the Japanese audio. It's the exact same line.
Oh, so no, this was not a bad dubbing error. This was just
no. Again, I'm actually expecting that in the Japanese dub was worse.
I'm actually curious, considering
so,
everything that's gone on here. What
there you go, Shiroi. There you go, Shiroi. This is what's supposed to pass as romance. Even though these two characters have had barely any proper good interactions that create any kind of chemistry as of yet, Teo and can vouch for what I'm saying right now.
They had an episode where they took a walk and then they
the previous episode
that's
is
not
the
enough,
best.
Teo.
But again, yeah, I was about to mention, I don't think it's enough.
Pedro,
honestly.
for shippers, that means everything.
Yes,
But that's just
eye contact is
The previous episode had the best chance to
and it's squandered it.
have them something in common, but no, she's with Lelouch half the time.
Not just that. Again, this is what's supposed to pass off as romance. Our princess here demands her knight to love her.
Also, this camera angle. Oh no, he's acting wild again.
So yeah, there you go, Shiroi. This is what's supposed to pass off as romance in here. The princess orders her knight to love her because
Look at that, Lelouch intervened to help Suzaku.
You were saying,
Wait,
Shiroi? Actually, no. Actually, it's CC.
It's C2. It's a girl. Basically, it's a girl who helped Lelouch. Oh, they're both because it has a copy with 2 seats. Okay. For context, in the previous episode, Lelouch managed to get this new robot, but it's super duper powerful.
You were saying, Shiroi?
I said it's not really the time for romance, considering everything that's going on.
No, it's not.
Again,
but,
pacing problems.
That's just the thing, Shiroi. These writers have. Oh, see, even Liam is going nuts.
Liam is upset.
He's not even pissed that the camera's working. He's just pissed.
Oh, hi, Laura.
He's just pissed that he didn't get to do it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, you're starting to see what I mean,
so pointy.
You're starting to see what I mean, Shiroi. Both these scientists, played by Laura Bailey and Lime O'Brien, are the only characters who have some kind of spark in their souls.
Oh, and now pretentious Spanish guitar.
Pretentious Spanish guitar. Huh.
That's a new one.
That's the theme of Meta Knight for the Kirby anime. Sure. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering, Shiroi, yes, even Suzaku and Lelouch get shipped together because...
Well, of course.
I love also how the Chinese indies are just cannon fodder. They don't need personality aside from the commander, they just need to be destroyed.
Also, come on, Teo. Gay men have the right to have their own fantasies, too.
But that's what you've been doing.
Oh no, that's the thing. Remember, Gleaves, a daily reminder that the Lelouch is against terrorism.
Yeah, that's another thing, Shiroi. He keeps...
One of the previous episodes, Lelouch stated clearly, I am against terrorism. He said it unironically. In the same episode.
And yet in most of these episodes, he's always destroying stuff, making shit blow up. trying to terrorize the Japanese, or is it
And the Britannian. Mostly, sometimes injuring civilians, etc.
Hey, fan service, do something.
And
I mean
guess
something
what
useful.
This episode is trying to do is try to show that against a common enemy, even the Britannians and the Japanese can actually unite for a common cause. But I'm sorry, considering this is gonna be forgotten by the next episode and we're gonna go to war again regularly, I don't see the real point. This feels just like filler.
Oh yeah, and Carlin didn't do
Jack shit. It's another problem because her mecha actually has a special power in the form of a hand that destroys, I think, barriers. Also, that pose.
Dude, didn't you hear what I said? Her entire purpose is fan service.
Uh-oh.
But Paige, that's like every character's purpose in this show.
Hello.
Well, to be fair, I mean, Laura Bailey's character is not showing her ass on screen various times or anything like that.
You know, this is a common thing in anime art styles anyway, especially the mainstream stuff, where, you know, anime proportions aren't, you know, exactly there in general, but here, the proportions are really out of whack.
Everybody's tall, everybody's slim, like...
Well, everyone's tall and slim, but not in
And
the,
so
you know,
shonen.
aesthetically good way like it is in, like, Atlas games.
I mean, in Atlas games, there's actual variety in how people look like.
I know, but people...
There's fat people,
the characters
there's...
are generally taller and lanky.
Oh, and
especially
welcome
the
back
main
to the
cast,
abusive, unhealthy relationship.
Ooh, well, those are...
But the flowers.
No,
Flowers don't make anything
Also,
okay.
stuttering.
no, writers, you can't just have them smile at each other. That's not romance.
They need to hold
So,
hands.
what was the point of him quitting?
I have no idea.
This is the kind of romance that Disney movies nowadays like to parody. The 1940s love at first sight romance that you see in movies like Cinderella and
And
Snow White.
the 90s love stuttering speech. Oh no, hand holding too lewd, cut away.
Great justice, great. Now she's quoting from freaking what was that game called? What was the game called with all your?
Well, like
all
Theo just
your-
said earlier, that was a big waste of our time. Moving on.
Well, yeah, again, aside from the romance, this was kind of a waste just to establish that sometimes I guessed
Here's an idea.
and
Oh, hang on. Looking for great justice. What was that game called with all your bases belong to us?
Zero
Zero Wing.
Yeah, it's
what
like
do you
freaking
say?
Zero Wing.
Wing. Okay, here's an idea, writers. You wanted to establish a romance. Dedicate an entire episode to it. How about that? Just an idea. Like, it can't be that hard. No? Okay.
Apparently not.
fine.
But
mean,
yeah,
all that generic mecha battling thing that like Theo said just felt like filler. It had no purpose. Again,
Yeah.
cut that out and focus strictly on actually having a romance instead of the princess just, oh, by the way, I'm feeling lonely and I haven't gotten laid in years. So here, now you love me and you be my husband. Why? Because I say so. Like, see, there we go. See, even in their screenshots, the scientists look like the. Oh, and here we go, groping,
Also groping.
groping, charming.
I guess this image is supposed to be comedic, but I don't know.
Also, that was a cat girl groping the other girl. Shiroi, do cat girls do this often?
I don't know.
Well,
Wait,
You're a cat person.
I'm a cat
That's-
person. I'm not a cat girl.
moving on, please.
Yes,
Wow, we're
please.
using this image? Oh, okay. Oh, I think more backstory on C2.
Oh god, isn't the school festival declaration? Isn't this one of those episodes that's nothing but comedy, and as a result, it's incredibly
I
awkward?
wanna hope not, but we shall see. See you for episode 21.
See ya.
See ya.